afternoon before transitioning to more of a wintry mix this afternoon. Temperatures will hover around 32, and we're expecting widespread 2 to 5 inches of accumulation. For tonight, snow tapers off, and we'll have mostly cloudy skies with lows in the upper 20s. For the latest, download the Local 3 weather app and Storm Alert meteorologist Clay Smith.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Best Buy Metals. Call their Cleveland office at 728-3336. Visit them on South Lee Highway or check them out online at bestbuymetals.com.
The best mix, the best variety. Mix 1041.
Good point. Kind of like a mattress. If it's the wrong fit, it doesn't matter how cheap it is.
Dad, what made you that?
Plus, I'm trying to teach my grandchild how to bad up all the bad.
I thought that was going to be it.
As much as we try, we still make mistakes, like making beds with skip stitches and last year's covers.
Right now, you can save as much as 57% off on a host of Mermaid mattresses where you'll find your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga, with an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products. Make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. LA County confirming at least 10 deaths from the horrific firestorm in Southern California, fueled by those massive winds, which are much calmer this morning. Fox's Bill Malusian in Pacific Palisades.
5,000 structures have been wiped out. We are here on Monument Street in the Palisades. This street alone, basically every single house has been wiped out. Not a single one is left standing here. All these homes were multi-million-dollar homes.
The U.S. Supreme Court rules 5-4 to allow the sentencing of President Trump to go ahead as scheduled, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Trump was convicted on 34 felony counts back in May in the New York hush money case. The judge, Juan Merchan, indicated he would not give jail time, a fine, or probation to the incoming president. Air travel fouled up by that massive southern storm. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
It's not every day that you buy a house. And if you're only going to experience something like that 2 or 3 times in your entire life, wouldn't you rather enjoy the experience?
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank.
We're going to bring you the very latest here at 7:07. We're a little behind here, but we're working out some technical issues. I believe we've got those working now. Let's just begin with the closings, and I'm going to give you the very latest briefing from the National Weather Service. And really, I'll say at the outset, most of our area school systems are closed today. We have Bradley County, Cleveland City. Both are closed for today. Also, Polk County closed today. We have, let me see here. We have Cleveland State, Lee University, Chattanooga State, also Dayton City, Etowah City, Hamilton County, Meigs County, McMinn County, Ray County, Sweetwater City, TCPS, and UTC all closed today. I believe I've hit all of those. Dalton State is closed today. By the way, I am reading this list, and you can read along really at any time. Austin's done a great job of putting this page together on our website. Just go to the website, mymix1041.com. This severe weather alert page, which is brought to you by Insurance Incorporated, is at the top of the website. Other closings today, All Safe Storage. My buddy Ed Brown, they are closed today and tomorrow. Appliance Credit Union is closed today. Also, Benwood Singleton's Defense Dog School closed today through Sunday. Bradley County Sheriff's Office closed. Bradley County Government closed. And then Stephanie Austin sent us a release from Bradley Medical Center. And by the way, proud to have Bradley Medical Center as our sponsor overall of our Mix 1041 morning show. And most of their departments are closed today. And I'll get into that. Bradley Primary Care, which is here in Cleveland, on Peerless, also Ooltewah, Athens, Bradley Walk-In in Ooltewah, Bradley HealthWorks here in Cleveland on Peerless, the Weight Loss Clinic in Cleveland, Cardiology, Infectious Diseases, Neurology, Behavioral Health, Outpatient, Hyperbaric and Wound, and Outpatient, all closed for today and Saturday. I will say the outpatient therapy is closing at noon today. Also, City of Collegedale is closed. Cleveland Imaging is closed. Cleveland Pediatrics is closed today. Now, the offices of Cleveland Utilities are closed today. Amy Inslee let us know. All right, getting some more information here. Let's see. We have Crown of Cleveland is closed today. En Vogue Consignment is going to be closed, we understand, today and tomorrow. GI Associates of Cleveland closed. Also, we have Peerless Pediatrics closed today and tomorrow. Ray County Government is closed today. PhD Pharmacy closed today. Good morning, Gina. Tennessee Aquarium closed today, and the Cleveland Family YMCA is opening late at 10 a.m. and we close till 5 p.m. I'm going to go back to our Bradley County and Cleveland City schools. Not only are the schools closed, but not only the schools closed, but also the after school, all of the after school activities, the offices are all closed at the present time. All right, I'm going to bring on Adam Lewis. He's the Public Information Officer for Emergency Management. Adam, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Steve.
All right, I want you to bring us up to date, if you will, on the very latest, including, I'll let you hit that weather briefing that came down about 5 o'clock this morning from the Weather Service.
Yes, so we did get an update from the National Weather Service this morning around 5 o'clock, and we're still expected to get a pretty good winter storm today. We are entering a winter storm warning between 10 a.m. today and 7 a.m. tomorrow, and that still stands. They have, again, these as you know, Steve, these accumulation totals have been all over the place this week, but they've bumped them back up for the area, even since yesterday when we talked, when we had our last briefing. We're expected to get 3 to 6 inches across the area, specifically for Cleveland. They are estimating 4 inches of possible snow for us. The timing of this, that's a question that we get asked a lot, and I know a lot of folks are asking. Still around that 9 to 11 a.m. this morning time frame. Earlier this week, this looked like it could be a 24-hour storm, meaning last well into tomorrow. But it looks like for Cleveland and Bradley County, what we're anticipating, while it may start 9 to 11 this morning sometime, we do expect it to be wrapped up and moving out of our area by around between 9 and 1 a.m. later tonight. So closer to a 12-hour system than a 24-hour system, which could impact our snow totals, but it all remains to be seen. At this point, we've moved from forecasting to what I call nowcasting. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens, right? But as is the case with even just a couple of inches of snow in our area, travel conditions are expected to be treacherous, and so we're encouraging folks to stay off the road. A lot of businesses, all the schools, a lot of closings have already been announced. That might still be the case today. New announcements being made, but if you don't have to be out today, don't be. It's likely not gonna get any better than it is right now. When I came in this morning around 6, there weren't a whole lot of cars on the road, but as the day begins, that might change, and it doesn't take much snow at all for our roadways to become a problem. The other side of this storm that is really maybe a little more concerning would be what could happen this afternoon, and that's sleet and freezing rain that's possible to sort of end this storm, and that means ice. We would be more fortunate that it's on the snow side, the back end, right, versus laying down a layer of ice and then snow. But either way, it's not going to be safe to be out driving, so we just really encourage people to stay home if they don't have to be out.
We're joined by Adam Lewis. He is the Public Information Officer for Emergency Management. And let me go back. So what you're saying, according to the National Weather Service, is the snow expectation has gone up to 4 inches for Cleveland and Bradley County. I know that I was looking around the area. Like you said, it's 3 to 6. Really, I mean, the entire eastern half of the state is basically 3 to 6. And I noticed another change, Adam, and maybe folks who have business or a reason to go to North Georgia, those snow amount predictions have also been raised. And I'm talking about the Dalton area, Chatsworth area, that sort of thing.
That's right. Yeah, the region, yesterday at this time, it looked like it was going to be more of a warmer system. The warm air was going to move more north, and we were going to get less. But it appears as the system begins to move into the area that's not going to be the case, that it's going to be further south, which means more snow for us, more snow even for our neighbors down in the south, like you said, in North Georgia. So really, this is a region-wide event for us. I think it's safe to say at this point, everybody's going to get something. And as we well know, it does not take a whole lot of snow at all. Even just an inch of snow can be a real problem for travel conditions in our area. So I don't think folks need to take this storm lightly. I've heard a lot of commentary, especially over the last few days, with the jump up and the jump down. The national weather, this area, Steve, and I mean, Paul Barris has talked about it, this area with the valley and the mountains and the terrain that we have is just really hard to predict and forecast weather, period. And so, especially with winter storm systems. So I think, let's give some of these weather forecasters a break. And now that they've prepared us to this point, right, we know we're going to get something. It's probably going to be something enough to really cause some issues for us. So let's try to enjoy it too. You've got kids, I've got kids, Steve. My kids are. My kids are hoping to be able to sled this afternoon.
Allegedly, I have children. I mean, that they say that, but I don't know. Hey, you're what?
You claim them, they don't claim you. Is that it?
That's about right. No, that's true. Adam Lewis joins us. Of course, he's the among other things, he's the Public Information Officer for our emergency management. I want to go back to timing of all of this. I know you hit that earlier. 17 after 7 a.m., and so I know a lot of people are now I believe we're on mixtv.tv as well as Mix 104.1 Radio. And, hey, Austin, just be prepared. I'm going to try to get you on the air. He thinks he can do it. But anyway, let's go back to timing on all of this, Adam, and if you'll hit that one more time.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, if you're looking at the radar, Atlanta is getting pounded right now. And if you look at the radar there, it shows up as rain. It shows that it should be raining. But they're absolutely getting hammered right now with some pretty big snowflakes. So I think really at any point now, the temperature's where it needs to be. We're below freezing, at or below freezing. At any point now, I think we can begin to see snow flurries and see some of this start to move in. But the time frame that the National Weather Service has given us is between 9 and 11 today. Of course, that winter storm warning kicks in beginning at 10 a.m. And the time frame that they have told us to expect this system to wrap up and begin to move out of our area is 9 p.m., between 9 p.m. tonight and 1 a.m. Saturday morning. So, the expectation is this is going to be around for the next, 12 to 15 hours here in the Cleveland, Bradley County area.
We're joined by Adam Lewis. One final thing here, and I'll let you go. And, of course, if you have anything. Of course, we're going to be on the air solid this morning till 9, and then we'll be popping in throughout the day, and then back this afternoon. So you can call me anytime, but not really. But I don't mean in personal life. I'm just professionally. No, just professionally. Daddy. Anyway, good Lord, my ADD is kicking in here. Final thing here would be about road preparation. And I was watching Clay Smith earlier this morning on Local 3. He's actually calling in about 10 minutes. And he was getting into road temperatures. And it's very, there you go, Fruit Loops, good job. So Fruit Loops has popped up the graphic on TV right now. So road temperatures are interesting. And I know that the TDOT got out yesterday. They sent out a press release that they were covering 7,000 road miles in Tennessee with salt, brine, that sort of thing. What do you say about that? What do you say as far as our Bradley County Road Department, our Cleveland Public Works?
They've been doing a fantastic job for a couple of days now. I mean, if you noticed out on the roadways, there's less salt is certainly still used, but so much of how we treat roads today, the technology's changed. You see these stripes, it almost looks like somebody spilled something on the road. That's our road department, TDOT, Public Works. That's them treating the roads. It's a chemical that they're able to spray on the roads that's as effective or better than salt. But both are being used. From our Bradley County Road Department that has been very, very busy. They have been salting sort of known hills and roadways out in the county for a couple of days now. I would expect some road closures in the county. Some of those typical, if you live in the area, you know the hills that are going to be closed, right? It shouldn't come as a shock to you. The Public Works, City Public Works has done a tremendous job treating the roadways as well. But it does not take with a couple of inches of snow on the ground. And here's the other thing, Steve, with the temperatures having been where they have been this week, right? A lot of times when we get these systems, the temperature drops cold enough to get a couple inches of snow and it's melted by afternoon. That is not what we're looking at today. We've had temperatures well below freezing all this week. We're going to have temperatures below freezing most of the weekend. We'll get into the upper 30s, and I don't know that we'll be talking about treacherous road conditions come Monday morning. But all of that matters because at some point the conditions will overtake the preparations on the road, right? There's not enough salt, there's not enough of this chemical treatment that they put out that can keep up with what we expect is coming. And so at some point the roads are going to become slick. And it does not take much of an incline. I've seen I'm sure you have too, the photo of Paul Huff floating around from back in 2014 where you just had folks coming over the top of that hill and there was no way they were ever going to stop before they hit the pile of cars at the bottom. There are any number of roadways around Cleveland and Bradley County that are just like that. And if you're not careful and you're out, that's what you're going to experience later today. And so, again, like I said at the very beginning, if you don't have to be out, don't be. And let me add one other thing, Steve, and then I'll get off your phone.
Thank God.
Another area that is near and dear to my heart is our 911 system, right?
Yep.
Our first responders, all of these businesses and schools and government offices that are closed, guess who's still working? fire department, law enforcement.
That's right.
Ambulance, 911. Those folks are going to continue to be out there, and it is just as treacherous for them to be out. So when it comes to calling 911, please, if you have a life or death emergency, absolutely call. If you need law enforcement, if you need an ambulance, absolutely 100% call. But use discretion. If you've got knee pain and it's been acting up for 2 weeks, it's probably going to be okay until we can get to you, maybe Saturday or Sunday.
I wish you'd tell.
So
I wish you'd tell Shelton that.
we are here to help and to serve.
Yeah.
But just keep in mind that our first responders are really going to be strapped today. And when you call 911, we just ask that it be for absolute legitimate purposes. That's what it's there for, and really that's a good message for any day. But especially today when resources are going to be strapped, we just ask that one, you remember those folks in your thoughts and prayers, but also use the system for what it's meant for, and that's for true emergencies, especially today.
Adam also is the leader of our local ambulance service, Cleveland Bradley Emergency Medical Service. So, Adam, God bless you and your men and women there, and really all of our first responders. All right, so stay in touch with us, okay?
Will do. Thank you,
Okay,
Steve.
but thanks. Adam Lewis, ladies and gentlemen, and appreciate that. All right, Fruit Loops, let's try it. Let's see if we can hear you.
Hey, can you hear me, Steve? Hello?
We're waiting for Fruit
Hey,
Loops.
can you hear me? Oh, you should be able to.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I got to put my headphones on.
Yes.
Which I never do, but
That would
there we
probably
go.
be helpful. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Maybe raise your level a little bit.
All right, I'll get on here.
There you go. I would never normally say that, but
Yeah, well. Good morning, Steve. How are you?
I'm good, and just full disclosure, because look, we're all family here. So we're doing a remote setup this morning. I am at our Northwest studios. You're at the Southeast studios, I guess.
Southeast Studios.
So you set this whole thing up. Good job. Hey, Fruit Loops at 7:24. What do we need to know here? What just what's hitting you at this point? Then we're going to do a full update in a few minutes.
I walked outside about 30 minutes ago. Didn't really see anything outside where we are, but now I've got a few graphics here that I'll go over that kind of Clay Smith has posted this morning. So the timing is still 5 to 7 whenever it's going to move through our area this morning. And then still looking at about 2 to 5 inches. Locally, maybe 6 inches if you get into the higher elevations. A high of 34 degrees today. So it's really that's what's going to all this is going to depend on just how warm it gets throughout the day. And so that's going to make a big difference. If it's going to change to freezing rain throughout the day, that's going to make it, wash some of that away. And then into the evening, of course, there'll be patchy ice and more freezing around the area. And that actually goes to, let me pop up this graphic. It's got ice accumulation. So if you're watching mixed TV, if you're listening on the radio, it just kind of shows that there's more ice accumulation to the west of us in Chattanooga and much more down the south. Is going to have more Cleveland and Athens and Dayton area. We're kind of in not as much of a threat as far as that goes. And then Clay Smith's graphic still showing the predictions. This is the HRRR radar. I don't know what that means, but it sounds pretty cool anyways. Still showing that 4.2 inches. So.
I want to point out, just Emily Beatty reporting, and her very glad to have Emily back, by the way. Jeremy always does a great job, and Emily back also. TEMA, that's the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency, said on Thursday, Governor Bill Lees issued a state of emergency. Now, don't get all panicked. That just means that it ensures, it's a financial thing, really. It ensures regulatory relief, and the resources are in place to respond effectively. Travel conditions expect to be hazardous. Really is our bottom line here. All right, here's what we're going to do. 7:26. We've got to take a quick break here. Come back. I'm going to do a full update, but also have Clay Smith on. Clay's going to call us from Local 3, bring us the very latest, and we'll come right back in a moment. This is, of course, our time schedule very different this morning. So this is our Hardee's Wake Up, about 17 minutes late, but On a morning like this, we throw the schedule out the window. We do want to recognize birthdays and anniversaries. Somebody wake up Bridget. Maybe she can get us the list here. Anyway, I promise we will not forget those, and we don't want. So that's today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Simmons Bank celebration list, and then you can call I would text those in 423-614-6499. Here's the other thing, folks. You can help us out big time. Hey, we need a new picture of me. That's about 15 pounds ago. So I'll take a new one. But anyway, hey, just use a picture of Denzel Washington, Fruit Loops. That'd be very nice. That'd be Reverend Washington to you. Anyway, if you folks, no kidding, if you're out and about, whatever, or you see something where you are, please don't be out and about if you don't have to. But if you are, whatever, text in, let us know. If you've got information you think would benefit the public, 423-614-6499.
The best things never change, they just get better. Like Hardee's Original Bag, just $5.99. Choose from juicy charbroiled double cheeseburgers, melty hot ham and cheeses, or hand-breaded chicken tender wraps. 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink, all just $5.99. There's no skimping in this bag. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $5.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's. These items only, text not included. For a limited time, Hardee's is adding the rich goodness of maple flavor to our handcrafted favorites. For a sweet spot in your day all day, maple makes everything better, especially at Hardee's. And now enjoy breakfast till noon every day.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Did you know that a large number of student athletes vape, thinking it will give them a boost in performance? But you can't play if you can't breathe. Escape the Vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
At Basement and Crawl Space Solutions, we're excited to announce our partnership with USS. Together, we bring additional resources and over 30 years experience.
We can tackle bigger challenges and deliver even better results to protect Chattanooga homes now more than ever.
Call USS.
Today's YMCA is not the YMCA you remember. Our equipment is top of the line, where unfamiliar meets familiar. Our tech is elevated, enhanced by a team member that knows you. New spaces, friendly faces. We're committed to helping you feel your best. From high-energy workouts with friends to me time, to quality time with family, the Y is where you belong. Our welcoming team will help you reach your wellness goals. A new year, a fresh start. Begin again at the Y.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga. With an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products, make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor.
Morning. How you doing today?
Well, we are we're doing good, and I just want to bring you get up to speed here. I know you're very busy, Clay. So what's happening?
So we had the snow rolling in from the southwest here over the last hour or so. It's snowing in Chattanooga. Cleveland, it should start to come down. If it's not already starting to lightly snow, it'll start picking up here within the next 30 minutes. Getting heavy this afternoon or through the mid-morning into the early afternoon, and then later today it could be a bit of a wintry mix of sleet and snow.
All right, so we saw the National Weather Service. The Weather Service is saying about 4 inches specifically for Cleveland. Bradley, what are you thinking this morning?
I think a solid swath for most of Bradley County will be probably 3-4 inches on the southern ends. And the further north you go in the county, you'll get into the 4 or 5 inch range. And some areas could even pick up, over 6 inches, especially if we're able to hold on to the snow a little bit longer in the day, which I do think is going to be possible.
Clay Smith joins us with Local 3. And Clay, I wonder also about the timetable. I know things have been updated since we talked, obviously, 24 hours ago. Let's talk timetable and what you're expecting as the day goes on.
Okay, so we got the snow moving into Bradley County right now. Like I said, it should be pretty heavy between about 8 and 1 p.m. That's probably going to be when we get a lot of the accumulation coming down. And then after 1 until about 4 or 5, that's where we could have that wintry mix line kind of moving to the north. Now, I think there's a better chance of Cleveland areas or areas north of Cleveland staying mainly snow, while those in the southern end of Bradley County could have that transition, which could cut down on totals a little bit. And then as we continue through the evening, the precipitation wraps up probably between about 8 and 10, and should end as more of a snow-sleet mixture. Then overnight we drop down into the 20s, but roadways going to be a big concern probably here in the next couple of hours.
All right, Clay, I appreciate anything else you want to add here before we go?
This weekend, we're going to have, tomorrow temperatures are only going to be in the mid-30s, dropping into the teens Saturday night. So just because this is mainly a Friday event, we're going to have roadways probably pretty bad all throughout the weekend and even early next week, because it's going to be cold for at least the next 7 days. So just be very careful. If you don't have to travel this weekend, don't. If you have to travel early next week, just take it easy each morning.
All right, Clay Smith. Clay, I know you're very busy. Thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
No problem. Y'all stay safe, stay warm.
All right, buddy. Clay Smith, Local 3, and we count on Clay and our friends at Local 3. I'm starting to get some birthdays in. Let's pause here and do that. Happy birthday tomorrow, Michelle Trotter. And she received some great medical news, Brian tells me. Brian Trotter. Michelle, happy birthday tomorrow. They're going to have a huge celebration, I understand. And Brian, God bless you, and Michelle both have really gone through it. They've been very public about that. We're all praying for them. And thank you for letting me know that. You can text birthdays in for today, tomorrow, and Sunday at 614-6499 on the Simmons Bank celebration list. Alan Morris, my buddy Alan. Happy birthday, Coach. Today, Thelma Mason is also celebrating today. So a big happy birthday to all of you. Again, the Simmons Bank celebration list at 423-614-6499. Yeah, let's tell you what. Let's take another quick break here. When we come back, we'll come back with another check. I'll have Fruit Loops. I'll have you check the weather. I'm telling you, this Life without a mouse is tough right here. My finger ain't getting it on this laptop. But anyway.
You're going to have to go steal a mouse from somebody in the house.
Hang on. I don't have my headphones on. What?
You're going to have to steal a mouse from somebody. I should have brought you one.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, well.
All right. Let me take a break here and we'll come back. Stand by, everybody.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight.com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go.com? Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world, and I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Hi, my name is Everest, and I'm from Walker Valley High School. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Are you a busy man? Listen to how Direct Primary Care Associates has helped men like Mike Kelly.
I imagine like most.
Penn State 27-24. And so Notre Dame is in the national championship game in Atlanta on January 20th. The other semifinal is tonight, 7:30 kickoff, Ohio State, Texas in the Cotton Bowl. That'll be on ESPN Cleveland, 101.3, and ESPN Television, driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Former Georgia starting quarterback Carson Beck is entering the transfer portal. Beck was injured in the SEC championship game and missed the Sugar Bowl, a quarterfinal loss to Notre Dame. Big congratulations. Cleveland's Lauren Hurst named the Gatorade Volleyball Player of the Year for the third time. The future Lady Vol becomes one of only a select group to win the Gatorade Player of the Year 3 times. Huge announcements from UT yesterday. University of Tennessee announced that Mike Keith is the new voice of the Vols, replacing Bob Kessling, who announced his retirement. Keith will do play-by-play for UT football and men's basketball. He had been the voice of the Tennessee Titans for 27 years. Previously, Mike Keith worked for the Vol Network from 1987 until 1998. He was hired by John Ward when he was 19 years old to work for the Vol Network, and as he was a student at UT. LSU beat the Lady Vols last night, 89-87. Walker Valley Wrestling over Ooltewah, 50-25. Lake Forest basketball, thanks to Gary Owenby for the scores. Lake Forest 6th grade girls, 24-2 over Eastlake. 7th grade boys over Eastlake, 47-9. Eastlake varsity boys defeated Lake Forest 49-24. This is a big weekend. It's, you got the semifinal round of the college football playoff tonight with Ohio State, Texas at 7:30, ESPN Cleveland 101.3. And then, beginning tomorrow, it's NFL Wild Card Weekend. Let me say here at the very outset of the schedule, all of these games will also be on our sister station, ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Tomorrow, Saturday, Chargers at the Texans at 4:30 on CBS. Steelers at the Ravens tomorrow night, 8 o'clock on Prime Video. Sunday, Broncos at Bills, 1 o'clock on CBS. Packers at the Philadelphia Eagles, 4:30 on Fox. Commanders at the Buccaneers, 8 o'clock Sunday night on NBC. And then Monday night, the wild card game, Vikings at the Los Angeles Rams, has been moved to Phoenix, Arizona because of the wildfires in Los Angeles. Vikings at Rams, Monday night, 8 o'clock on ABC. Again, all of the wild card games will be on ESPN Cleveland 101.3. 7:43. Tell you what, we're going to take another break here. When we come back, we'll do another full severe weather update. Our special severe weather coverage presented by Insurance Incorporated.
At Wholesale Supply, we're more than just a plumbing, electrical.
Are you a busy man? Listen to how Direct Primary Care Associates has helped men like Mike Kelly.
I imagine like most men, I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. I'm very busy in my life. And the problem with going to other urgent care places is you could go there and sit, you don't know how long you're going to be, and I have other appointments that I may have to get to. With this, you know when you're going to be here. I was spending over $70 a month medication through my other insurance. Here, I haven't paid a dime. I haven't had to pay for anything. So just that alone in the last 8 months saved me over $500. And I'm telling you right now, as a man, I know how much energy it takes to even call in and have to get some help, because we don't like to ask for help. But these are here to help you. This is what this is designed for, is to help you.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Dad, this new Tempur-Pedic.
Ergo Smart Base.
Dad, did you get your mattress bracket filled out?
You know it. And my Jazz has got that Riz.
Delivery.
I dropped my popcorn out of my mouth.
We love making these silly commercials, but more than that, we love helping you sleep better.
That's why we're allowing up to $800 savings on Stearns & Foster and Tempur-Pedic, but only at Mermaid Mattress. Your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson make different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work, and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Want over-the-top selection and under-budget prices? Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams, all under budget. It's Jeep Adventure Days at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Get financing as low as 0% and discounts up to $12,000. Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams under budget. $12,000 off MSRP or 0% financing on new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Very much, Mark, for letting me know about that. All right, so let's get back to it here. Let's do a full update, 13 before 8. I'm just going to say this. Really, all of our local and area school systems are closed today. Let me just put that wrap on it right there. Pretty much everybody is closed. Let me get to the colleges and universities. Cleveland State, all sites, including workforce development, closed today. Also, Chattanooga State is closed. Dalton State is closed. Lee University is closed today. Now, UTC said they are closed today and tomorrow. They've gone ahead and done that. So we are getting all of that information in. But really, all of our area, including, of course, Bradley County, Cleveland City, not only the schools, but after-school activities, the offices, all closed in Bradley County and Cleveland City. Of course, tonight we're going to have Cleveland at Walker Valley basketball. That has been postponed, and we'll let you know more about that. There are business closings also. And let me just tell you, I am reading this directly from our website. Austin has set up at mymix1041.com. The very top of the page is going to be our severe weather alert page, presented by Insurance Incorporated. And so you can do the same thing. It's right there. All Safe Storage closed today and tomorrow. Also, we have Bradley County Sheriff's offices closed. You know what? Hey, Austin, have we heard from the City of Cleveland offices? I don't have that here.
We have not. I would assume that they are closed today, but I have not heard from them, no.
Okay, well,
let me look and see if they've posted.
You know, our long-time rule around here is if we don't hear about it, we assume they're going. So we have not heard from Cleveland. I just realized that Cleveland city government. All right, let me go back. Bradley Medical Center they've got several departments. All right, thank you, Al. Let me go way back. Now, I mentioned Cleveland Walker Valley was going to be tonight. They've now, thank you, Al Morris, they have postponed that to January 27th. January 27th. Thank you, Al. Finally, you did something right. I can't believe it. Bradley County Sheriff's Office closed today. Bradley County Government closed. Bradley Medical Center. Now, several departments are closed today, including their primary care, their walk-in. Let me see here. The only difference really is in their schedule. They're going to close it. They're going to open at the Bradley Medical Center outpatient therapy, but they're going to close at noon. But everything else is pretty much shut down today. Some of the departments today and tomorrow. City of Collegedale is closed. Their offices. Cleveland Imaging, Cleveland Pediatrics, Cleveland Utilities, Crown of Cleveland, In Vogue Consignment, GI Associates of Cleveland, Peerless Pediatrics. Also, we heard from the Ray County government. They are shut down today. PhD Pharmacy, Gina Mosier, good morning. Gina says they're closed today. Cleveland Family YMCA, now they are opening at the YMCA beginning at 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. All right, so that's the latest there. Again, full update on go to our website, folks, mymix1041.com. While you are there, download the free Mix 1041 app, and you can do that there thanks to CHI Memorial. All right. Let me bring you also the latest weather briefing that we received early this morning from the National Weather Service about 5 o'clock, and this is still in line with what we're looking at here. National Weather Service says, of course, a significant winter storm will impact our area this morning through Saturday morning. The only difference is they did raise the the Weather Service raised the snow accumulation amount in Cleveland up to 4 inches. Now, if you were listening a few minutes ago, Clay Smith with Channel 3 said that North Bradley could get more than 4 inches, maybe somewhere around 4 to 5. But if you're in southern Bradley, you could get closer to that 3-inch mark. But the Weather Service, I guess, splits the difference at 4 inches for Cleveland. Now, they're saying that Chattanooga's 4 to 6, Athens is 4 to 6. If you're listening in Benton, Polk County this morning, you're in that 4-inch range. If you're over in Ray County, Dayton this morning, that area in the 4 to 6 range. I'm going to look at some other areas here. We have Knoxville looking at 6 inches, it looks like. Also, that area, Knoxville expecting 6 inches. Kingston 4 to 6 in that area up in northeast Tennessee. Kingsport 4 to 6. So just depends on where you are. North Georgia, they've upped the amounts there in the Dalton area in their prediction. All right, hey, Fruit Loops, want to go over to you. Let's check our Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol update. Hey, Austin, there you go.
Yes. Hey, here we are. Okay, so as of right now, you can look at, we've got it up on mixtv.tv if you're able to watch. You can see there's a little bit of snow on the side of the roads coming down on White Oak Mountain. So as you're going up White Oak Mountain from Chattanooga, you can see it there. And so I was just looking around the area.
Are you eating?
Actually, yes, I was eating a Pop-Tart. I was not ready for that.
Well, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
It's good. It's okay.
What flavor Pop-Tart do you favor?
Whatever my wife gave me. What flavor is this?
You're not even looking. You're too busy.
Oh, cinnamon. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, cinnamon?
Yeah.
Now,
Nothing like live radio.
I know. I would like of course, I'd like the chocolate fudge Pop-Tarts or the s'mores Pop-Tarts.
Okay, so as you can see from the traffic cameras, closer to exit 27, there's not really any snow there, but in the higher elevations on White Oak Mountain, you can see some on the edge of the roads. So,
winter storm warning. Thank you. Go back to your Pop-Tart and leave me out of it. Winter storm. Winter storm warning in effect until 7 a.m. tomorrow. 7 a.m. tomorrow. Hey, one thing I didn't mention there is the timetable that the Weather Service gave us for all of this. So according to their updated timetable as of 5 o'clock this morning, the onset. Now, here's the issue I have here because they say the onset's 9 to 11 this morning. Well, it's already started. The snow started earlier this morning, about an hour ago. Some places, we were getting reports in North Bradley that the snow had started about 5:30, but anyway, they're saying the ending of this storm is anywhere from 9 o'clock tonight until 1 o'clock tomorrow morning Eastern time. If for some reason you have to travel northbound, again, if folks, you don't have to travel, don't do it. But if you had to go up the Knoxville area, that sort of thing. Well, really, even I'm looking here, even Monroe County, that area and going north, this is going to could go until about 5 a.m. tomorrow. But anyway, all right, so we're going to take another break. Again, all of the information, Austin's put it all on our severe weather page on our website, mymix1041.com. We would encourage you to text us. If you're seeing anything out there that you think would help the public, please text our Cleveland State Cougar line, 423-614-6499. We are taking birthdays and anniversaries. Need to hit that again in a minute. Austin, ice accumulation? What am I seeing here on mixtv.tv? Are you still eating?
Yeah, I'm good. So
you all right
ice
now?
accumulation. It shows more around the North Georgia area is going to see more of an impact from that ice. And then to the west of us, Cleveland, North Cleveland, Athens, Dayton's not so much. Not really sure why, because I'm not a meteorologist, but that's just what Clay Smith Graphics says. So.
No, really? You don't say. Hey, Fruit Loops, you, hang on a second. I've got Jonathan Sawyer, North Cleveland Church of God. I'm tuning in to try to find if I'm going to survive snow eclipse, and Austin and Steve are talking about Pop-Tarts.
What else would you expect, Jonathan?
Hey, Sawyer, that's like going to North Cleveland expecting good music. Well, oh, well. Oh, man. Hey, Fruit Loops, we got any birthdays?
Yes, we do. Would you like to see those?
Well, that'd be if you. How many Pop-Tarts are we working on at this point?
I have finished my Pop-Tarts now. So,
okay,
yes,
thank
we
the
have
Lord.
Michelle
All right,
Trotter
good.
celebrating a birthday this morning, along with Alan Morris.
She's tomorrow. Well, she's tomorrow, actually. She's tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay. Along with wrestling coach Alan Morris, and then Thelma Mason celebrating today. She works at Volunteer Electric. So, happy birthday to those.
Oh, we need to be good to Thelma, don't we?
Yeah, we really do. And I've got the text line up here. So, if anybody's got any birthdays, they want to text it in, send it to the Cleveland State Cougar line, 423-614-6499.
All right, Austin, thanks. We're going to seg and get ready to go to the next hour, 8 a.m. You're listening and watching us, listening to Mix 104.1. You're watching us on mixtv.tv, severe weather coverage sponsored by Insurance Incorporated. Good morning, Davis Morlock and Bob McIntyre, and we got Jordy Waller and sometimes Jeff Holden and Wes Robbins and all of them, my buddy Jeff, there at Insurance Incorporated. Wonderful people there. Well, obviously I'm not paying attention to what I'm saying, calling them wonderful. I mean, well, yeah, most of them are. Anyway, Insurance Incorporated, thank you very much. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break here. When we come back, we'll do another full report. So stand by. This is Mix 104.1. We're on mixtv.tv. Good morning, everybody.
This news update is brought to you by Jim Rush Funeral and Cremation Services, serving families for more than 45 years. 2 locations, Wildwood and North Ocoee. JimRushFuneralHomes.com.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated, Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland. 423-339-3231.
Want over-the-top selection and under-budget prices? Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams, all under budget. It's Jeep Adventure Days at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Get financing as low as 0% and discounts up to $12,000. Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams under budget. $12,000 off MSRP or 0% financing on new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
My name is Mark Road Truck. My job has me on the road a lot. When I decided to get a new EV, it was a no-brainer that Don Ledford is where I was going to go. The selling experience was fantastic. When I made the decision to buy the EV, I had heard concerns of what's called range anxiety. You've got a certain range you can go, and you got to charge up. The Chevrolet app is fantastic, and it really put my range anxiety at ease. I recommend Don Ledford to everyone because they treat you like family.
Ready? If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah. You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $5.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $5.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything right. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
423-236-4000 or justcalldales.com.
Love your sleep with up to $800 savings on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster adjustable sleep sets at this area's best of the best mattress store, Mermaid Mattress.
Now, from Local 3 News, it's coverage you can count on.
Good Friday to you, Tennessee Valley. We are in storm alert weather mode as we're tracking snow moving across the Tennessee Valley this morning. That snow will get heavier during the mid-morning into the early afternoon before transitioning to more of a wintry mix this afternoon. Temperatures will hover around 32, and we're expecting widespread 2 to 5 inches of accumulation. For tonight, snow tapers off, and we'll have mostly cloudy skies with lows in the upper 20s. For the latest, download the Local 3 weather app. I'm Storm Alert meteorologist Clay Smith.
This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. The 5 wildfires burning in Los Angeles have torched more than 35,000 acres, an area twice the size of Manhattan. At least 10 people are dead.
2 of those deaths are confirmed to be right here in the Palisades fire where we are, where at least 5,000 structures, yes, 5,000 structures have been wiped out.
That's Fox's Bill Malusian in Pacific Palisades. 5,000 other structures have also burned as a result of the other fires. At 9:30 Eastern, President-elect Donald Trump will appear virtually to be sentenced in the New York hush money case.
After a state appeals court ruled this week, the punishment for 34 felony counts of falsifying business records to hide payments to an adult film actress would not be stayed. Judge Mershon has said there will likely be no jail time included in his ruling.
That's Fox's Grinnell Scott. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, good morning, everyone. Mix 1041. We are on MixTV.tv. Welcome into special coverage this morning presented by Insurance Incorporated here at 8:07. Let's bring you the very latest on what is happening. We're getting word there are some areas of Cleveland and Bradley County where the snow has started, but there are others that are not seeing any snow at the present time. And I'm going to go ahead and bring Austin in here. Austin, good morning. And tell you what, why don't you bring us up to date on the very latest on what you're seeing over there?
Yes, good morning. We don't see any snow here just yet, but it is starting to move into the area. This is about the time that they said between 7 and 9 a.m., so it's starting to move in. The temperatures are cold enough that there should be snow falling. Just be careful if you're traveling out and about. Just be careful of the roadways. Try to watch out for icy and slick areas. Of course, your bridges and stuff like that's going to be iced over first. They're probably already iced over anyways as the snow falls. So just be careful there. We'll take a look. Let's see here. I'll hit the traffic just so we can kind of see what's happening around the area on the interstates. And then that's from the Don Ledford Traffic Center, our Langley Roofing traffic cameras here. We can see that there's a little bit of snow up on White Oak Mountain on the sides of the roads, and it's looking like actually closer to exit 20 you're starting to see some more. So it's moving in towards the Cleveland area. So I'd say over the next few hours is definitely when we're going to have our event.
All right, let me bring you up to date here as let me see here. We're getting a couple of things here. I see the YMCA is now closing all. Well, now, yeah, the YMCA is going to close all day today. Bridget told us, and so we just got that in. All right, so let me go back now. Adam Lewis, the public information officer for EMA, was on earlier and also sent us the latest weather briefing from the National Weather Service. The difference in the briefing from yesterday afternoon is, in fact, some of the accumulation amounts have gone up. And depending on where you are in Cleveland and Bradley County, as also Clay Smith was on with us at about 7:30 this morning, North Bradley is in line for anywhere from 4 to 5 inches. And then, but the southern part of Bradley County could see maybe a couple of inches. So, you know, that's where that is right now. Winter storm warning in effect. National Weather Service for today from this morning. We're under that now through 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Let's go back to the timetable here of what we are expecting time-wise and when all of this is going to happen. And again, the timetable anywhere as far as this beginning, we're in that range now. In this time frame and in our local area. Now you start going north of here, and the timetable shifts a little bit to when it's really going to come down to about 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. But we're in the timetable now, between now and 11 a.m. in the Cleveland, Bradley County, Southeast Tennessee area. And then when is all this going to get out of here? Well, the Weather Service in their updated briefing this morning at about 5 a.m. Says that the storm will end between 9 p.m. tonight and 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. So that is the expected timetable. Hey, Fruit Loops, talk about the ice. I know you've got a graphic on mixtv.tv. We're on mixtv.tv as well as Mix 104.1 this morning. Yeah, go ahead. Talk about that, would you?
Yeah, so we've got a couple of different graphics here. One is just kind of showing the road temperatures. Now, this is from like 4:30, 5 a.m. this morning. The road temperatures are around 27, 28 degrees. I don't really imagine that it's gone up much since then. So as the snow comes down, and as Adam Lewis was telling us last hour, the brine that they've put on the road will of course wash away as the snow comes down. Over time, and so there's just going to be too much for it to stay there, and so those roads will become slick. And then we're looking at, as far as the ice accumulation impacts. This is for over the next 3 days, as Clay Smith put out this graphic earlier this morning, showing kind of the Athens and Cleveland area, North Cleveland area. Won't see as much of an ice accumulation impact as our western communities and down in North Georgia. But I also wanted to say this. We've got on the Cleveland State Cougar text line two things. One, Darren Miller texted in, said it's snowing downtown on 1st Street. And then we had Shannon Collins text in from the Bradley County Road Department and said that she will keep us updated. Said we just closed Hooper Gap Road and Hamlet Road to Candies Creek Bridge Road. Said barricades are up. So those two roads are closed as of now. Our Bradley County Road Department and, of course, our Cleveland City is doing such a great job to help keep those roads as passable as possible throughout the day. So we want to say appreciate them.
Yeah, thank you, Shannon. They're in touch. They're in tune at the Bradley County Road Department. We appreciate what you men and women do there. And then also our Cleveland Public Works. We are appreciative of what you're doing, Tommy Myers and his crews. So, yeah, you guys, if you will, keep us informed as you can, and we'll reach out to you also. The Tennessee Emergency Management Agency held a media briefing on Thursday and talked about preparations for the winter storm hitting the state today. Governor Bill Lee has issued a state of emergency to ensure regulatory relief. Yeah, now when you hear state of emergency in this case, don't panic. That's more of an economic thing, a financial thing, to where the state will receive resources, and they are in place to respond effectively. Got a note here also on the text line that Polk County, is that Polk, or no, Benton, specifically Benton, Tennessee, beginning to see snow in Benton. Thank you very much, and we'll keep you anonymous. That's fine. We're getting other text here. Jason at Cleveland Plywood Company, they're listening there. Hey, go ahead and wake Rick up there. It's somebody's got to do it. Rick Kaywood. But anyway, and Steve Robinson. Well, Rick retired. What am I saying? Steve Robinson and Alan Liner. Go wake him up. Jason, thank you. He says 4.5 inches. We're taking your predictions. So as Austin just mentioned, let's part of our Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol update is that Hooper Gap Road is now closed. According to Bradley County Road Department, from Hamlet to Candies Creek Bridge Road, barricades are now up. So I guess, hey, Fruit Loops, that's the first road closing we've heard about?
Yes. Yeah, that is the first road closing. If you see any issues around the area that you see might be problematic, just give us a text. Text us at 614-6499. I was going to say call us, but I guess you can't call us because there's no one there to pick up the phone.
Yeah, we're on remote work, which, by the way, I'm so comfortable it may happen from now on. Hey, let's go to the Langley Roofing traffic cameras and tell me what's happening. Boy, it looks like whatever that bottom screen is, I'm looking at on mixtv.tv. It looks like that's a little more interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, so that is on top of White Oak Mountain. That's going up White Oak Mountain, coming on the Chattanooga side. And you can see kind of there's really only one lane that looks still clear where all the cars are still driving. Looks like the left lane. It's starting to get a little bit of ice and snow on it. And, of course, it's starting to build up as it goes there. Still looking over towards exit 27. Still looks pretty clear. So it just shows the difference in temperature. Let me see if I can refresh that camera here in a minute. I can give you guys an update. So.
Well, while you're doing that, I just got a picture from John Davis. Hey, John, is that South Lee Highway? I think it is. I think that's right. I'm trying to. Yeah, that's Best Buy Metals right there. So he's heading out to Kia of Cleveland, and South Lee's beginning to get some snow on it. It looks like right now.
Doyle, I'm not sure who, but Doyle texted in, said there's some ice and snow on the Blue Springs area. So in Blue Springs Road, out that area.
Yeah, but I think it's Doyle Howard. I believe so. I'm seeing that. Yeah, we're getting John Davis is sending us some pictures. Yeah, it's looking like snow is beginning to cover South Lee Highway. Yeah, folks, if you have information or pictures or anything you want to send us, please do that on the Cleveland State text line, 423-614-6499. We're also going to hit birthdays and all that. I'll tell you what, let's take a break right here. And I'll just tell you, hey, Fruit Loops, you delete that traffic music. We've already done that. So we'll take a break here in the 8 a.m. stop set, and then come back. Adam Lewis, the public information officer. Whew, boy, back up. We're getting some snow on South Lee Highway. Thank you, John. John Davis, Kia of Cleveland. Getting some. South Lee Highway is white. Yep. Getting some snow, folks. If you do not have to be out, don't get out. If you don't have to be out, don't get out. But Adam Lewis is Adam is going to join us here and give us another update. He's the public information officer with emergency management. Chuck Evans, thank you. I'm just getting a report from Chuck. Key Street is now getting covered in snow. And he says that the snow is definitely sticking. So thank you, Chuck, for that. So we are appreciate the audience. You guys are keeping us up to date on what's happening around the area. Hey, let's take that break right here. We're Mix 1041, mixtv.tv. Mix Mornings presented by Bradley Medical Center. Back in a moment.
This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. The YMCA's after-school program is a safe place for children to play, learn, and grow when out of school. Find out more at ymcachattanooga.org.
Hello, it's Medicare Minutes again with Medicare Misty. I am so excited to share some other good news with you. Medicare Minutes are hopefully going to...
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Did you know that 6,100 students under the age of 18 vape for their very first time every day? It's time to make a change. Escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Good point. Kind of like a mattress. If it's the wrong fit, it doesn't matter how cheap it is.
Dad, what made you dad?
Plus, I'm trying to teach my grandchild how to bad up all the bad.
I thought that was going to be it.
As much as we try, we still make mistakes, like making beds with skip stitches and last year's covers.
Right now, you can save as much as 57% off on a host of Mermaid mattresses where you'll find your sleep handmade, hand-delivered.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Welcome to Infinity of Chattanooga, with an expansive inventory of new, used, and certified pre-owned Infinity products. Make sure Infinity of Chattanooga is on your list of places to shop when it's time for your next vehicle. Sporty coupes, comfortable sedans, and spacious SUVs. Infinity of Chattanooga has it all. Shop online at infinityofchattanooga.com or take a test drive at Infinity of Chattanooga, just off I-75 at the Lee Highway exit.
This is Roy Michael Roman with RMR Legal PLLC, Cleveland's newest hometown 24/7 law firm for all your legal needs. Give us a call at 423-528-8484.
I'm Clark Campbell. I've lived here in Cleveland, Tennessee for 24 years, and I'm so proud that I get to shop for my business to get my truck right here in my town. One of the most intimidating things in the truck buying process is you just don't want to talk to people sometimes. Don Ledford Chevrolet just isn't that place. And that's my favorite thing about this property is you just feel like a friend. There are a lot of options when it comes to dealerships in Cleveland and the Chattanooga area. This is going to be the first place I go to every single time.
Ready?
If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $5.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $5.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
Hi, my name is Addison and I am from Bradley Central. Vaping nicotine has become a serious issue in our schools. Over 40% of high school students have reported that they have used a vape, and the number is only rising. It's time to escape the vape.
Escape the Vape is a partnership to prevent teen vaping, presented by ATS The Bridge, Bradley County Schools, and Cleveland City Schools.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
localized higher amounts, especially if we hang on to snow a little bit longer into the day, because we're still anticipating some degree of wintry mix, especially south of the Tennessee state line. Here's a look at your radar. That snow continues to move across much of the Tennessee Valley, and throughout the morning, this is going to be a snow event for us. Now, as we get to about the lunchtime hour, that line of wintry mix starts to retreat to the north, so we're going to have to watch that closely. How long does that take? It's hard to say, but it looks like between 2 and 3, that wintry mix takes over North Georgia, Northeast Alabama. Still mainly snow here in our Tennessee communities, but notice that starts to surge to the north. There is the probability, or at least the chance, I would say, that this stays snow a little bit longer into the evening. And the further north you go, you have a better chance of staying snow throughout the entire event. But then we're going to have the sleet mixing in initially into the afternoon and evening as warmer air bumps to the north, and then some snow on the backside of this before it kind of ends as we get into early Saturday morning. So this is our in-house model, picking up a good swath of 2, 4, maybe even 5 inches of snow from about Blue Ridge, Dalton, Lafayette northbound. So still expecting some pretty good totals here across the Tennessee Valley. Possible ice, maybe a glaze, which could cause some minor issues across North Georgia. And here's a look at our snowfall totals for Chattanooga. This is for our American and European model, spitting out between about 4 to 6 inches of snow.
By Bradley Medical Center, we are in special severe weather coverage here this morning as we say good morning to you. Let me, Fruit Loops, let's do a quick check of the birthday list here and congratulate those people. Don't want to forget them who are celebrating today.
Yes, this morning. So we got Michelle Trotter celebrating her birthday tomorrow on Saturday. So happy birthday, Michelle. Alan Morris, wrestling coach, will be celebrating his birthday today. And then Thelma Mason works over at Volunteer Electric. She's celebrating a birthday. If you've got a birthday, text it in to us.
Hey, I've got a few more, actually.
Yes. Let's see.
Bree Ballard is 25. That's from Mom, Dad, and daughter Kamaya. Hello, Wendy Ballard. I've known Wendy for a long time. Wendy, how do you have a 25-year-old daughter? That's incredible. Let's see. We got that. Satika Bryce. Satika at Volunteer Energy. Hey, Satika, let me tell you something. She sends in all of these birthdays all the time, and we're saluting Satika Bryce, 59 years old. Hey, Satika, keep the lights on. You guys are big for us, especially where our transmitter is located at Mix. So anyway, Satika, Satika, I expect you for your birthday to go out there, just make sure everything stays on, okay? Thank you. Hey, Satika, we've known Satika for years and years. Happy birthday to you. Let me see. I thought I had another one here. Don't say on the radio. It's bad. I want to go. Got a couple of other closings. Michael Phillips, good morning. Thank you, Michael. Medical Center Pharmacy is closed today. Of course, Joe Moore operates on severe weather every day, so that's about right. Michael, thank you, buddy. Let's see. Mike Thomas and Andrew Johnson Bank, both locations are now closed today. Andrew Johnson Bank, both locations closed today. All right, Fruit Loops, what am I seeing here with our friends at Local 3 on mixtv.tv?
Yes, this is the Local 3 Storm Alert Network camera. This is located right there off, that's exit 25 over in the distance off to the left side. So you're starting to see a good amount of snow come down there. It's not really, as far as the entrance onto the interstate, still looks pretty clear right there. But now I know we are getting reports of snow starting to layer on Keith Street and Blue Springs Road and many different roads around the area. So just be careful as you're traveling about.
Yeah, I've just got some more pictures from John Davis out at Key of Cleveland. Man, it is definitely snowing on South Lee Highway also, and I saw my buddy Isaac Libby over there, Best Buy Metals. They've got a lot of snow in their parking lot. That whole area there. But John has just sent me some more pictures from Kia of Cleveland, and basically the dealership lot is white. Winter storm warning is in effect now until 7 a.m. tomorrow. It's 8:30, so I'm going to switch into another gear here. Let's go back to update mode. I should be hearing from Adam Lewis, Public Information Officer with Emergency Management anytime. I've asked him to call us back and bring us the very latest winter storm warning in effect for our entire listening area from the National Weather Service now through 7 a.m. tomorrow. The wintry mix is going to continue for several hours. Now, it's looking like between now and really this afternoon for the snow, and then sleet's going to start mixing in this afternoon. The latest as far as snow totals in Cleveland, the Weather Service upped that to 4 inches. It was they were thinking maybe 2 to 3. Yesterday afternoon, they went up to 4 inches on their prediction. Walker Valley Road is seeing snow, we're told. Thank you very much. Benton is getting snow. Boy, Dalton Pike. Thank you, Richard. Dalton Pike is white. Look at that. And Richard Burnett sending that in to us. Let's see here. We're getting some pictures. Yeah, really, Austin, all over the area, they're seeing it. So let me also say, if you're in Athens this morning, if you're in Dayton, if you're in, let's see, Knoxville, 6 inches, Maryville, 6 inches, 4 to 6 in Athens, 4 to 6 in Dayton. Benton, you're in that 3 to 6 range. Cleveland, again, about 4 inches overall. Now, as Clay Smith told us at 7:30 from Channel 3, he's thinking North Bradley could get as much as 5 to 6. South Bradley maybe in the 3 to 4 range. So definitely going to be, and that's pretty normal. More as more north as you go. All right, I'm going to hit mymix1041.com here and go to the top of that page. It's the severe weather alert page brought to you by Insurance Incorporated. We, at this point, that the public school systems are closed today, most around the area. We do have Lee University closed. Cleveland State, all sites are now closed, including workforce development. We have Chattanooga State closed today. We also have, let's see here, I'm hitting the colleges. At UTC closed today and tomorrow. All right, for the very latest, I've got Adam Lewis back. Adam is, among other things, the Public Information Officer for our emergency management. Adam, I'm going to go over to you. Just bring us up to date. What's happening?
Hey, Steve, thanks. Well, obviously, if you've looked out the window in the last 10 to 15 minutes, you've seen the snow has begun. So a little bit earlier than they anticipated, but earlier looking at the radar, when we talked, I think around 7:30, I'd mentioned that it could start any time. So it's definitely begun. If you're looking at traffic cameras on 75, despite the treated roadways, the interstates are beginning to cover over. Looking at the bridge at exit 20, which is bridges and overpasses are always going to be in worse shape, but they're already beginning to completely cover over. So I think we're beginning to see the very beginning of it, and as we talked at 7:30, this is expected to last for the next 12 to 15 hours.
All right, so again, what do people need to know as far as, number one, if you don't have to get out, don't get out, but number two, let's talk about the accumulation predictions from the National Weather Service. I know that as you sent me the weather briefing they came out with at 5 o'clock this morning, they had upped some of their anticipation.
Yeah, this system has been pretty tricky to nail down over the last 3 to 4 days. We've gone up, we've gone down. Yesterday morning at this time, it looked like we were going to be on the low end of 1 to 3 inches. But as of the briefing this morning and sort of the nowcast, we were expected to get around 4 inches of snow here in Cleveland and Bradley County. The region as a whole, and when I say that, I'm talking about Greater Chattanooga, Southeast Tennessee, North Georgia, is expected to get anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of snow. And so, we could obviously see more than 4. We could see less than 4. It'll just be a matter of watching what takes place at this point.
All right. And then I know the winter storm warning is set for the next 24 hours, really, until about 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. I was looking at the timetable that the Weather Service put on their latest update, and they were saying that this could be out of here as early as 9 o'clock tonight, but as late as maybe 1 o'clock tomorrow morning.
That's right. I mean, initially, earlier in the week, we were looking at this as a 24-hour system starting around this time, the mid-morning, 10 o'clock time frame, and lasting until 7 or mid-morning, Saturday morning. But latest expectations that we've been given are that this system will be moving out of the area sometime later tonight. Rather than a 24-hour system impacting the region, it'll be closer to 12 hours. So, between 9 and 1 a.m. Saturday morning, 9 p.m. tonight, and 1 a.m. Saturday morning is when we're expected to see this sort of taper off and leave the area. So we're looking at the next 12 to 15 hours of wintry precipitation in some way, shape, or form.
All right. Let me see. We are getting a couple here. We've got a road closure that has come in. Shannon Collins at the Bradley County Road Department says that Hooper Gap Road from Hamlet to Candy's Creek Bridge is now closed. Do you have any other information on any type of road closures?
No, that's the one that I'm aware of this morning. I think we might start to see some of these well-known hilly roads be closed down, even if they're not officially closed. If you live in those areas, everybody knows right now in the back of their mind, hey, this road's always a problem, that road's always a problem. Just steer clear. Like we said on the front end, and you mentioned, if you don't need to be out, don't be out. There is no good reason, unless you just have to be out on the roadways right now. Hopefully you've taken the warning seriously earlier this week and have gotten your groceries and gotten prepared for maybe being inside for a couple of days. There's been some talk, too, about how long this is going to last. We talked about the timing of the actual system, but the temperatures are not going to get really too terribly above freezing until probably sometime on Sunday when we get closer to the upper 30s. It'll be well into the teens overnight. So that's indication that whatever falls over the next 12 to 15 hours is going to be with us for at least 48 to 72 hours. And that's what we've been telling people. That's what we've been encouraging people to prepare for power outages if that were to be the case. So hopefully everyone has taken those concerns and those warnings seriously. If you have not, I would say you have a small window of opportunity to get to a grocery store or get somewhere to get preparations, because at this point, again, I'm looking at the TDOT traffic cameras right now for Interstate 75 in Bradley County, and it is getting worse by the minute.
Wow. Adam Lewis joins us. He's the Public Information Officer for the Emergency Management here on Mix 104.1, MixTV.tv, 22 before 9. And, all right. Well, ice could be a problem later. Is that right, Adam?
That's true. That's one of the things that's probably more concerning about this entire forecast the last couple of days is this afternoon, the system could change over to a wintry mix, they call it, where we could be seeing some form of freezing rain or sleet that would come in on top of the snow. Essentially, we're talking about ice, and so that's never good. I'd rather have snow than ice. Neither one are great, but ice is certainly much more of an issue when it comes to driving, as well as ice accumulation on power lines and on trees and things like that. So we're not expecting to get a huge accumulation, but any accumulation is never good. So we've now reached the stage where the forecast is irrelevant. We're now casting. We're watching what's taking place, and anybody can look out their back door and do the same thing.
Can I cut through the noise that you are a criminal, really? But to try to coin a new phrase and probably try to make some money off of it is insane. And nowcast, I've never heard. Did you just try to coin that?
I don't know. It just came to me.
You're calling Jimmy Logan right now to try to get him to patent that.
Yeah. I'll let you use it with royalties.
Fine. Hey, Jim Gibson, I'll just answer you right now. They have Good morning, Jim Gibson. We love Jim. Hey, he's asking me about the Cleveland Walker Valley basketball tonight, and so this is for everyone. Al Morris reports that the makeup date is January 27th. January 27th. So Cleveland Walker Valley, yeah, they had shut down. Of course, all the schools were shut down. The public, we're talking. So all after-school activities. So Cleveland Walker Valley Athletic Director of Cleveland, Al Morris, told me earlier they are updated, or they are making that up on January 27th. Okay, so that's for everybody. But my buddy Jim Gibson just asked me about that. All right, Adam. Hey, I'm gonna let you go, but our plan here. Well, we're going to come back at least on the hour throughout the day. Then starting at about 3 o'clock, we'll go back to wall to wall, and we should probably have more to talk about. It sounds like.
Well, I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to talk to your folks and everything that you do to keep the community informed. If I could just say one last thing, and I know you want me to get off your phone.
Nowcast.
Nowcast, yeah. The 911 system is critical during these types of weather events, and so we just want to remind folks too to utilize it for what it's meant for, and that's life or death emergencies, especially on a day like today. Our first responders with all of these business closings, government offices, schools, churches. Everyone's at home except our first responders. They're still out doing the good work of protecting and serving our community. And it's really important that throughout the course of this event, and maybe even this weekend, that you utilize 911 for what it's truly meant for, and that's life or death emergencies. If we do not want to discourage anyone from calling if you have a serious incident, life or death emergency, but for something that might be able to wait, we would ask that you keep that in mind, because resources are going to be strapped, and oftentimes the 911 system can get overrun in weather situations like this, and we need to try to keep our first responder resources as available as possible. So we appreciate the public taking that into consideration in the next 24 to 72 hours.
My buddy Matt Coleman just sent me, with the Logan Thompson Law Firm, just sent me a picture. Man, downtown Cleveland is white with snow. My goodness, it is. It's really getting there. So really, this whole area, we're getting pictures from all over our listening area, being texted either to me personally or to our Cleveland State text line at 423-614-6499. Man, we're really beginning to see it, Adam. All right, thank you very much. We appreciate it. All right, so that is Adam Lewis. Appreciate the update. Hey, Fruit Loops, want to go back over to you? Anything you want to add here before we take a break?
No, just be careful. If you don't have to travel today, I recommend just not. Just be careful. We are starting to get quite a bit of snow out here too, so our girls are getting excited in the house. So,
all right. Well, I tell you what. Why don't you? Well, let's play this break we're on here. And then we're going to come back. We'll do sports. It's obviously a very busy. You know what? Actually, let me do sports here before the break. Let me do that and remind everyone what's happening. College football playoff semifinals last night with the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. Notre Dame is in the college football championship game on January 20th as they beat Penn State last night. Great game. Came down to a field goal toward the end. The Fighting Irish in the championship game for the first time since 2013. The other semifinal tonight, and really, if you talk to college football fans, not only around the nation but around our area, they think Ohio State is the best team right now. They're going to play Texas in the Cotton Bowl down in Dallas. By the way, it's snowing all over Dallas. Dallas got a bunch of snow and ice, and they're going to play tonight, though, in AT&T Stadium, so they'll be under cover. But 7:30 kickoff, and we are so proud to have that on our sister station, ESPN Cleveland 101.3. Of course, it'll be on ESPN television tonight, and driven by Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Former Georgia starting quarterback Carson Beck is entering the transfer portal. You may remember Beck was injured in the SEC championship game, missed the Sugar Bowl. The Georgia loss in the quarterfinals to Notre Dame. Lauren Hurst has done it again. Gatorade Volleyball Player of the Year for the third time. Cleveland High School's Lauren Hurst. And she's, of course, a future Lady Volunteer beginning next season. And this is the third time she's in a very, very select group of Gatorade Volleyball Players of the Year in the state. Now, her coach, Amy McGowan, an ACC legend herself, literally, told the Chattanooga Times Free Press this morning that Lauren is really, really a strong candidate for Gatorade National Player of the Year in volleyball. UT made a huge announcement yesterday. Mike Keith is coming home. He's leaving the Tennessee Titans after 27 years. He's been the voice of the Titans. He will become the voice of the Vols. Keith will replace Bob Kessling after this season. Of course, Kessling will finish out the men's basketball season. Keith worked for the Vol Network even as a student at the age of 19, hired by John Ward. Worked for the network from 1987 to 1998, was the voice of the baseball Vols. Mike Keith, I think that's the absolute best replacement they could find. We're a lot of excitement about that. I received a lot of messages myself about that. I talked to Bob yesterday, talked to Vol Network head Glenn Thaxton yesterday. There's a lot of excitement about Mike Keith coming back to Rocky Top. Speaking of Rocky Top, though, the Lady Vols took a loss last night, 89-87 to LSU. Wrestling, it was Cleveland over Bradley at the Raider Arena in wrestling, 59-11 last night. Walker Valley Wrestling over Ooltewah, 50-25. Lake Forest basketball, 6th grade girls beat East Lake 24-2. Lake Forest 7th grade boys over East Lake 47-9. And East Lake varsity boys, they beat Lake Forest 49-24. This is NFL Wildcard Weekend beginning tomorrow. The Wildcard playoffs, I'll say here at the outset, all Wildcard games will be on ESPN Cleveland, 101.3 FM. Our sister station, Chargers at the Houston Texans, 4:30 Saturday on CBS. Steelers at the Ravens, 8 o'clock tomorrow night on Prime Video. Sunday, Broncos at Bills, 1 o'clock CBS. Packers at Eagles, 4:30 on Fox on Sunday. And then Washington, the Commanders at the Buccaneers, Sunday night, 8 o'clock on NBC. Now, Monday night's game has been moved. Vikings at the Los Angeles Rams will be played in Phoenix, Arizona, Monday night at 8 because, as you might imagine, the wildfires in the Los Angeles area, which are absolutely horrible. All right, 12 before 9. Let's take that break here. When we come back, we're going to put another full report out for you. You can see all of the closings and cancellations on our severe weather alert page on our website. Austin's done a great job with that. Folks, that's not just the closing cancellations. That's the warnings. That's the road conditions. That's everything. One page, mymix1041.com. mymix1041.com. While you're there, download the free Mix 1041 app. Back on Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv in a moment. Larry and the Town Squire greeting 2025 with a selection of merchandise that's never been better. Items like Southern Point, Coastal Cotton, Volunteer Traditions, Vineyard Vines, Southern Tide, and many more to choose from. The Town Squire has it all. You'll be surprised at the greatest selection that they've ever had. The Town Squire since 1977. Stewart Park Plaza, Key Street, Cleveland, the home of personal service.
This news update is brought to you by Wright Pediatric Dentistry, now open in Cleveland on Paul Huff Parkway behind McAllister's, accepting new patients. Call Wright Pediatric Dentistry at 423-910-3055. This half hour of Mixed Mornings is brought to you by Tennessee Wesleyan University. Their degree completion programs are designed with your busy life in mind. Their online classes make it possible to finish your degree on your terms. Degrees are offered in business, criminal justice, and nursing. Visit tnwesleyan.edu to learn more.
Here's some real magic. Refinance your existing auto loan for a better rate from TVFCU.
TVFCU, a place for all of us.
Call 634-LOAN.
This is Thomas Williams with Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. Stop by today and take advantage of Bradley County's largest pre-owned inventory, or visit cleveland-nissan.com. Home of the lifetime warranty.
Dr. Wright and Dr. John both got their start in pediatric dentistry through service, one as a dental missionary in Peru and the other in the health corps.
At Wright Pediatric Dentistry, we still operate with the same emphasis on service, offering state-of-the-art dental care regardless of your insurance or economic status, as we accept all insurances.
Today's YMCA is not the YMCA you remember. Our equipment is top of the line, where unfamiliar meets familiar. Our tech is elevated, enhanced by a team member that knows you. New spaces, friendly faces. We're committed to helping you feel your best. From high-energy workouts with friends to me time, to quality time with family, the Y is where you belong. Our welcoming team will help you reach your wellness goals. A new year, a fresh start. Begin again at the Y.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Want over-the-top selection and under-budget prices? Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams, all under budget. It's Jeep Adventure Days at Crown CDJR Cleveland. Get financing as low as 0% and discounts up to $12,000. Over 200 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeeps, and Rams under budget. $12,000 off MSRP or 0% financing on new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokees. Visit CrownChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Yeah, they're going to need to call Logan Thompson.
Give me Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson.
I'm going to need Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson. Logan Thompson.
Don't worry, dear. We have a Logan Thompson.
I got to call Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson!
If you want cool lawyers in Southeast Tennessee to represent you, it's Logan Thompson. We're cool and we get results.
All right, let's do it again.
Yeah.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
I'm Brew McCoy, your favorite Tennessee wide receiver. In the world of football, precision is everything. Every pass, every catch. But what about when it comes to protecting your home? Best Buy Metals can manufacture a custom-fitted roof that will protect your home for a lifetime. Best of all, it can be manufactured the same or next day. Call or visit a Best Buy Metal showroom or drop by bestbuymetalroofing.com to get a quote today. Best Buy Metals, roofing that lasts.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
ESPN Radio returns to Southeast Tennessee. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM is the new home of the Vols, Braves, Falcons, Bulldogs, and more of your favorite teams. Listen on air or at ESPNCleveland1013.com. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 FM.
What's your biggest investment? Probably your home. The roof over your head. If it's time to repair or replace your roof, the pros at Langley Roofing are here to help. See a loved roof? Chances are it's a Langley. 1041 mixtv.tv. Good. Nope. Thank you. All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome in, and this half-hour Mix Mornings brought to you by Uri Davis at Farm Bureau. Uri's a brand-new office down there. Good morning, Uri. And he announced a business that his office is closed today. It is 4 before 9, and I tell you what, we're just getting a lot of information that the snow is definitely covering even the main roads in Cleveland and Bradley County. We're getting pictures and we're getting text really from all over our listening area, and we really appreciate that. I think we got a text a few minutes ago from Meigs County. Let me see here. I think somebody texted us. Yeah, started snowing on Meigs in Meigs County across the river from Bradley. So thank you. Sharon Shell. Sharon, thanks so much for sending that to us. So we appreciate that information, but we're getting more of that in just a second. Winter storm warning continues and will continue until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning for our entire listening area. But the snow is coming down. You are encouraged by every official that there is to stay off the roads if you don't have to be on the roads. It is really coming down. We are just really, I've gotten reports almost from every county that's in our listening area this morning saying that the snow is coming down. It is sticking because of the temperatures, and we're gonna keep you up to date. Let me give you a roadmap here of what we're going to be doing today and what you can count on Mix 1041, and then at times on mixtv.tv. First of all, download the app. We're getting heavy snow. It's 27 degrees right now, your Milligan Vein temperature. Download the app. mymix1041.com. That is how, if power goes out or whatever, you can stay in touch with us and be listening. We will broadcast. We will be on the air at least once per hour. So at the top of every hour, beginning about 10 o'clock, we're going to come on the air at least once an hour. We'll come on more if we have to, but then we'll go back into our wall-to-wall coverage mode this afternoon at least by 3 o'clock, if not earlier. But that's the plan right now. So we'll give you hourly updates here on Mix 1041. We'll go back to radio only beginning at about 10 o'clock. And then we will come back with a full radio and TV broadcast at about 3 o'clock. And we'll do that this afternoon. Now, as I said, we will break in if we need to, but it's definitely, the snow is coming down in this area. So stay advised, stay up to date on what's happening, and we will keep you up to date. I want to go back over to Austin. We're all working remote today, so Austin, it's gone, I think, pretty well so far. But what do you want to point out to the people?
Just as the snow starts to come down, it's starting to look nice out there. Of course, it'll stay cold this morning. Just be careful as you're going out and about. It looks like the roads are actually looking less travel. Looks like there's less vehicles out there, so most people are refraining from getting on the interstates. The snow has made it to exit 25 and, of course, on up a little bit. So it's looking good. Just be careful. Enjoy it. We'll keep you up to date as far as any power outages and stuff like that throughout the day. So we'll keep an eye on all that things.
All right, I tell you what, Austin, let's get into traffic. I see you're doing that too, and I do want to mention the Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol update. I know we have one road closure that they told us about from the Bradley County Road Department.
Yes. So the Bradley County Road Department has shared with us that Hooper Gap Road, Hamlet Road, and Candies Creek Bridge Road are all three blocked off. They said there's barricades up, but those roads are closed at this point. So,
Don Ledford Cleveland, they have their winter trade-up event right now, and they are paying big money for your trade. Don Ledford Cleveland, donledford.com. And we are
we're reminding you of that. Probably donledford.com today would be the best place for that. Let me go. I'm going to go to our, well, there you go. There's our Langley Roofing traffic cameras, as Austin said. All kinds of snow, especially on I-75. But the good news is, at least it looks like, as Austin just said, not a lot of travel, not a lot of traffic.
Now, that bottom camera...
what now?
The bottom camera actually shows that's at the Highway 153 split. So where 75 and 153 splits is showing a little bit of snow down there, still passable at this time.
Yeah, going to be interesting. I'll tell you what. Hey, can you pull up our legal ID, and then let's hit the legal here. I'm going to come back with another full report, and then we're going to sign off for our full coverage this morning. So let's stay legal. We'll come back in 30 seconds with our final full update this morning.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios, this is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com. The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
The best mix, the best variety. WCLE, Calhoun, Cleveland, Athens.
All right, good morning. Special severe weather coverage on Mix 1041, mixtv.tv. Presented by Insurance Incorporated. We are under a winter storm warning in our entire listening area. We are under that until 7 a.m. tomorrow. 7 a.m. tomorrow as the winter storm warning. I want to bring you the very latest from the National Weather Service and their briefing. This is a significant winter storm impacting our entire listening area, and in most of our listening area will impact through Saturday morning through tomorrow morning. Significant travel impacts are expected. The snowfall amounts were raised. They raised the amounts in the latest update from the Weather Service. 4 inches expected in Cleveland and Bradley County. But as meteorologist Clay Smith from Local 3 told us earlier this morning, if you're in North Bradley, you'll get more. You could get as much as 5 to 6. If you're in Southern Bradley, maybe 2 to 3 inches is the expectation. But by a general rule, if you're in our listening area, 3 to 6 inches. And as you go north, it's going to be more, including into Maryville, into Athens, into Monroe County, Maryville, into Knoxville. They're going to be in the 6-inch range and during this storm. Timetable, of course, it has begun, as everyone knows by now. The end of the storm is really depending on where you are, but most of our listening area, this should wrap up, according to the National Weather Service, by about 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. By 1 a.m. Saturday morning, this should be done. But with the cold temperatures still going to be a problem, and we're still going to experience that. Also the expectation by the Weather Service, the snow will last till about mid-morning, early afternoon, and then we're going to start getting that sleet, freezing rain will start coming down, and really, as Adam Lewis, our public information officer for emergency management, told us earlier, that's really more of a problem, as everyone probably knows, than the snow itself. So keep that in mind. We have some state news. Tennessee Emergency Management Agency, TEMA, held a media briefing on Thursday, and they discussed preparations for the winter storm. Governor Bill Lee issued a state of emergency to ensure regulatory relief and that resources are in place to respond effectively. I want to go to the severe weather page of our website. This is at the top of mymix1041.com, and I'm going to add a couple to this. Medical Center Pharmacy, Michael says they are closed today. Medical Center closed today. Also, we got word from Mike Thomason, Andrew Johnson Bank, both locations of Andrew Johnson Bank are closed today. All Safe Storage closed today and tomorrow. The Benwood Singleton's Defense Dog School is closed today through Sunday. Bradley County Sheriff's Office closed today. Bradley County Government closed today. Several departments for Bradley Medical Center closed today, including their primary care, and that's at all their locations. The walk-in clinic, the HealthWorks, is closed today. Let me see, the weight loss clinic, cardiology, Bradley Medical Center, neurology today and tomorrow, infectious disease today and tomorrow, behavioral health, this is Bradley Medical Center today and tomorrow. And then now outpatient therapy, the only thing that's open, as far as except for, of course, the overall hospital itself, the outpatient therapy is open till noon today. Open till noon today. Hyperbaric and wound closed today and tomorrow, and then outpatient therapy closed today and tomorrow. City of Collegedale is closed today, their offices. Cleveland Pediatrics is closed. Cleveland Utilities office is closed, but God bless our friends from Cleveland Utilities and Volunteer Energy. They are busy as far as their crews are concerned already. Cleveland, Crown of Cleveland closed today. And, all right, Alan, thank you. Cleveland Plywood has just closed for the day. Cleveland Plywood Company is now closed today. Cleveland Family YMCA changed course. They are now closed today. They were going to be open at 10 o'clock, but Cleveland Family YMCA now closed all day. PhD Pharmacy is closed today. Hello, Gina Mosier. Ray County Government closed today. Peerless Pediatrics closed today. And I think that's got GI Associates of Cleveland closed today. I don't believe we've heard anything from the city of Cleveland. Don't believe we've heard anything. So I do not know at the present time about the city of Cleveland. I do not know. So our old rule is that if we don't know, we assume that they are on a normal schedule. Hey, Fruit Loops, you just got one in there. Go ahead.
Yes, we just got word that the Walmart on Treasury Drive is closing at 9:30. So they're going to send their employees home. They're going to close up at 9:30. So.
All right, Walmart Treasury Drive closing at 9:30. So we just got that in. All right, so that gives you a picture of what is happening. And again, if you don't have to get out, don't get out. And and I would say this specifically and especially to business owners, to people in management. I would consider the weather situation this morning. I would, as far as opening. And I know we've got all kinds of different types of businesses and offices listening. I understand that, but I would, and who am I to say anything? But I would, safety first if you're in a position of authority. 9:09 because, and one reason we say that is because this is coming on a little earlier, and it's coming on a little stronger. And so I'm talking about, obviously, the winter storm that we're seeing. And so I think we've hit all of our bases. I do want to cover birthdays and anniversaries before we go off the air. It's 9:09. You're listening to Mix 1041. You're watching MixTV.tv. Severe weather coverage is brought to you by Insurance Incorporated. Appreciate Davis Morlock, everybody there. Bob McIntyre. Of course, Wes Robbins, Jordy Waller, my buddy Jeff Holden, everybody at Insurance Incorporated. Let's do it. Hey, Fruit Loops, I'll send things over to you.
We got Michelle Trotter celebrating tomorrow. Happy birthday to her. Alan Morris, wrestling coach, he is celebrating his birthday today. Thelma Mason works over at Volunteer Electric. She's celebrating her birthday. And Bree Ballard texted in. I think she's celebrating her 25th birthday. So.
And then
that's the ones I have. Do you have any more?
Yeah, Satika Bryce is also, she's at Volunteer Energy. And, Satika always turns in birthdays for everybody at Volunteer Energy and her family and friends. So I'm proud to salute you, Satika. It's your day. Enjoy it. And we appreciate you so much. Harold Taylor is having a birthday tomorrow. We just got that in. Thank you very much. Harold Taylor tomorrow. So that is where we are. All right, so before we close it out here for this part of it, Austin, do you have anything else you want to say here before we go?
No, we'll keep an eye on things. Stay up to date. Make sure you got a mobile app. We'll be sending out alerts as they happen throughout the day. We'll be updating the website with. We're going to put road closings on there. So if there's any major road closings, if you want to text us at our Cougar text line 423-614-6499, we'll keep up to date on those. And then we got. Any business closings you can look at on there. So just go to the website, mymix1041.com, click on the Weather Alert Center presented by Insurance Incorporated, and all the information will be there.
Let me, one other thing, and I realized I didn't do it. I said that the public schools are mostly closed in our area, but I do want to cover, because of different schedules at colleges and universities, let me cover those quickly. Cleveland State, all sites and workforce development will be closed today. Cleveland State, all sites closed today. Chattanooga State is also closed today. Lee University is closed today. Let me see here. I'm just going to hit these. Dalton State is closed today. UTC is also closed today. So that hits our colleges and universities that we have heard from. I want to mention that. All right. That's it. Again, as Austin said, mymix1041.com. Click the severe weather page at the top of the website. It has all the information there. We will continue. You can expect another update about 10 o'clock this morning here on Mix 1041 on the radio and on the Mix 1041 app, the free download from our website at mymix1041.com. And then we will anticipate and bring you more. Now, we'll bring you wall-to-wall coverage if we need to, long-form coverage, but it'll be updates throughout the day until about 3 o'clock. For Austin Chadwick, and we've had other guests this morning, I'm Steve Hartline. Folks, be careful out there and stay with us.